So this is how I first saw the bike, and let me tell you, I had no idea what I'm getting into. Hey, what's up guys, Rado here, and you are looking at 2001 TW200 Yamaha that I bought from my colleague at work. And honestly, I didn't really want to buy the bike, but he brought it to me and he said, hey, this is yours, take it, and he gave me a really good price. He got this bike a long time ago, years ago. It was sitting outside his house, not covered on the sun, on the rain, on all the elements, and it didn't look really good. It didn't run, it had no battery, it didn't crank, and carburetor was like super dirty, a rusty tank, so didn't look really good. And honestly, I didn't like the bike when I first looked at it. But I said, okay, I'll buy it. I thought I can do some work with my son and we can together have this bike running. But then later when I started doing some research, I found out that these are so cool bikes, you know, Tdub, that's what they call them. These bikes have cult following, and once they run run forever and they run really good, and there is just a lot of people who love this bike. So as we start working on this bike, our love to this Tdub start growing, and Timothy, my son, and myself, even though first we were not really excited, we got so excited as we went through this build. So let me show you what was my son's first reaction when I showed this bike to him.
All right, Timmy, I have a surprise for you. What do you think, huh?
This is mine?
What do you think about the bike? Check it out. Look at it. Look at the tire.
Wait, so I can ride this thing to school now?
You can ride this thing to school? Don't think so, man. You are 12.
Yeah. It's so old-ish.
All this. So this is the plan. I got this bike, and this is actually street legal. But why I got it is because look at the condition. Do you think it needs some work?
Yeah.
And who do you think will do the work?
You?
Nope.
Me?
Yep.
So it's gonna be my bike?
So this is going to be your first project bike, huh? Like the engine is good, everything is good. It just needs really good cleaning. We need to change maybe chain, go through carburetor, go through tank, put new seat on it and things like that. And this thing will look amazing.
How do you start it?
Oh, it doesn't run at the moment, but we're gonna fix it. And you will be the main mechanic. How about that?
Okay.
Sounds good?
Yeah.
All right. How happy are you?
It's pretty good, yeah.
You're not like, woo!
Yeah.
First thing on the list would be definitely taking a power washer and cleaning everything nicely, get rid of all the dust, dirt, and whatever was sitting on a bike for the last 2 years outdoors. And once we have that, we can actually assess the situation and see what we are missing, what is broken, what needs to be cleaned more, what needs to be replaced, what I need to buy brand new, and just see, you know, what we need to do. As you can see, cleaning it a little bit, this bike is actually cleaning out real nice. Like, I was really surprised. We sprayed a little bit with the scrubbing bubbles and hit it with the pressure washer again, and everything on the bike was coming back to life, and I was really surprised to see how everything is in pretty much immaculate condition. As you saw on the pictures before, this thing only has 1,600 miles, so it's pretty much brand new. Even though it is a 20 years old bike, it wasn't really used, and it's just well built. Yamaha did an amazing job building these tanks. I mean, look at this blue color on the frame. That thing looks like it was freshly powder coated. It just looks really nice. Now, seat definitely needs some love. I cleaned it, but we need to visit our friend and do something with it.
All right, Travis here, Mr. Motorseat himself.
Hello.
Yeah, Travis, thanks a lot for helping again. What do you think needs to be done with this seat? It was sitting outside for like 2 years, and you can tell it needs some love, right?
Yes, yeah. So it's a TW200, which is I think the same from like 85 or 88, late 80s to current is the same seat, just different colors and everything they've done. But on this one, we're definitely obviously going to do a new cover because this one has seen better days being left out in the sun. And then, you know, here at MotoSeat, we also have replacement seat foam for this TW200 as well. So we'll put a new foam on it, new cover, and make the seat look brand new.
All right, check it out. So this is a brand new foam, and you actually make these foams in-house, right?
Yes, yeah. So we have the mold here for this, basically the stock height and everything. Basically, it's a stock replica of the TW foam, so we have a replacement foam for it. Basically, this goes right back on. You take your existing seat off, this can go right back on, put our new seat cover on, and you have new foam. And then we're also working on basically a taller version as well, because we know that's popular as well, about a 2-inch taller one as well.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I've seen some online and they're not cheap, huh?
No. So, but I mean, this foam is basically $80 and our tall one will be about the same price.
Cool. Hey, how are these foams made?
Basically, it's a kind of a two-step process, similar type to an epoxy, where there's A and a B, and it's what we call an expandable foam. So we have a mold for this. It's a closed mold. Basically, pour in the liquid, and when it expands inside the mold, and obviously it's this shape. And 20 minutes later, we have a foam.
Beautiful. And do you have like a different softness for the foam?
Yes, so we can make it any kind of softness somebody requires just by changing the formula and doing a little bit of calculations there.
Right on. You guys do everything in-house. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's all made right here in California.
Made in USA.
Yep, exactly.
Right on. Thanks, Travis.
Thank you.
She cleaned up really well. The sink is beautiful, but on the inside, it's really rusty.
Show me a little more how rusty that thing is. Oh, look at that. And inside the tank, that's even worse. So we gotta do something about it, right, Timmy?
Yeah, so we got this Evapor Rust remover, and we're gonna pour it in this tank and let it sit for a few days, and then we're gonna move it at different angles to make sure it covers the entire tank. And then we're gonna put a petcock in the tank, rebuild the carburetor, and hopefully she fires right up.
It kind of looks like gas, huh?
Yeah.
But look at the bike. It really cleaned up so nice. Yes, there are a couple things that I need to buy new because it was sitting on the sun and it got very brittle and it broke. And the seat is missing, as you see. We took it over to a moto seat and it will look beautiful once we are done. As I said in the beginning, I wanted this build to be the thing that my son would do as much as possible. So I have Timothy doing all the disassembly here. And some of the things he's doing for the first time, so it would take a little bit longer. But it was a good time, you know, a good time of bonding between son and father. And we had a good time together. You know, as I said, something took a little longer, like especially this carburetor. But at the end, we got it done. And, you know, it felt good that my 12-year-old son, you know, was able to do all these things on his own. I was there to kind of guide him, but he was holding all the tools and wrenching and doing all the work. So the carburetor actually wasn't a simple task to do because the room was kind of limited right there, and the rubbers, since they were sitting outside for such a long time, were super rigid. Alright guys, so way more difficult than I thought to take this bad boy out, honestly, because there's almost no room and this rubber is super hard. This thing is small, but yeah, took forever to wiggle it up. But we got it. Alright guys, so here we are witnessing a very special moment. A young boy is becoming a man. Timothy here is taking apart his very first carburetor. I hope this is just the beginning of hundreds of carburetors he will take apart and do the bikes with me. But this one is very special because this is his very first carb. So Timmy, tell me what you see inside the ball. How does it look?
Bad, and there's like a bug inside it.
There's like a bug inside? Okay, let's see if we can show it on the camera. Oh yeah, I see it. Alright guys, so I took over here. I'm taking out the jets and trying to rebuild the carburetor because I had a kit for this carburetor, but we ran into a little issue. I actually bought a kit for the older model. Okay, so I have this little test that I can do. I want to make sure that the float is working okay. So you can hear the sound when the float is down, so the valve is open, and the sound should stop when I push the float up and the valve is closed. Okay, that checked out okay. So we're not gonna touch that, we're just gonna clean it with air and some carb and choke cleaner right here. These bikes are made from like 86 all the way to 2023, and there are only two models, and the model of the carburetor is up to 2000. My bike is 2001, so the kit that I bought was not fitting, different jets, different gaskets, different everything. So what we decided to do is just to clean everything nicely using some carburetor cleaner and then compressed air, blow out every jet, blow all the air passages, fuel passages and everything, and make sure the carburetor is clean. And once we have that, we'll just put everything back together with the stock jets and stock gaskets, everything that was there. Hopefully everything will be working. If not, I'm ordering a new kit. So if this does not work, then we'll rebuild it with the correct kit this time.
All right, here we go. Look at the old petcock filter gone, reserve filter gone, all rusty, crusty, dirty. And here's a new bad boy. So if you guys are taking older bike that was sitting for some time, get new petcock. There is no point using this bad boy again. It wasn't too much. I think I bought it on eBay like 30 bucks or so. Put it in the tank. The tank is now clean. We got out that evaporust, rinse it with the water, make it all dry with the air. Should be good to go. All right, that should be good. We'll throw it on the bike, fill it up with the gas. All right, so Timmy, turn on the gas and let's see if this thing starts. Put it on.
Okay.
Turn on the key. Yep. Let it idle, let it idle. Not bad, huh? What do you think?
It's finally up and running.
How do you like my old leather jack, you know?
It's good.
But before we take this bike for a good ride, we need to get our seat.
Okay, Travis Moto seat. Here we got the TW200 seat all finished up here. So we replaced the foam, new cover on it, and installed. So it should be on a bike here quickly.
So Travis, what can people do if they want to get new foam or the tall foam for their Tdub?
So basically the easiest thing is just you can go right to our website at motoseat.com, pick out a seat cover style. Any of our seat cover styles will work for the TW. And then you can pick out the style of seat cover, build that, any color combination you want. All these colors are you can be switchable. We've got about 13, 14 different color combinations to choose from. And then you can go to our foam section and order, basically right now we have the standard height foam, and the next few weeks we'll have about a 2-inch taller TW foam for it as well.
Right on. Thanks a lot, Travis.
Thank you guys.
And here we go. Tdub is ready. We are doing our first test ride, and you know, this bike really fits Timothy so well. You know, guys, in the beginning of the video I said that I had no idea what I'm getting into, and what I meant is that I had no idea that this bike will turn out to be such a cool project and such a cool bike. We love to ride it. This thing feels really good off-road. Timmy loves to ride it. Like, he comes home from school, he just takes this thing for a ride. So it's really fun. It can do like 65, 70 on a pavement with me on it. It's a street legal bike, so you know, maybe grocery getter and you know, stuff like that. So it is a really, really fun project, and I had no idea how much fun we're gonna have working on it together, and then how nice this thing will turn out just with a little bit of cleaning, new seat, you know, and pretty much that's all we did to it. So it was really definitely great purchase. Thanks colleague at work, you know, that he didn't want to build it, so I did it with Timmy, and it was a great experience. And I'm really proud also of my son Timothy, who did pretty much majority of the work on the bike. Alright, my friends, well, that's about it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video, and don't forget, whatever you do, stay motivated. See you guys later.